Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today this is our project for the day. We're going to be making this gorgeous tabletop mirror. It is two-sided. We're only embellishing one side of this mirror. It is for mostly decorative purposes, although you can look in it. See, I can look in it. Hi. It does work. It's a great mirror, but I am making it more for decorative purposes, for someone to set on their vanity or the countertop in the bathroom, whatever you want to do, but it's mostly to look at. I would keep it out of the bathroom if I was you, because it does have paper roses and fabric roses and stuff, and you don't want those to absorb the moisture in a bathroom. But your dresser in your bedroom, it would be gorgeous. Or maybe a powder room where you're not using a shower or bathtub. That would be beautiful as well. But this would make an amazing gift for anybody in your life because it's unique. Nobody's got one just like this, and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to ask you guys, when right now or later in the video, however you want to do it, please hit the hype button. That's new to YouTube if you're using a mobile device. The hype button is specifically for mobile devices, so your iPhones, your iPads, anything that's mobile. You can use the hype button, and that helps me to get seen by more mobile users on YouTube. It helps me to earn more money. It helps 100% across the board. You guys would be helping me so much by using that button. Blast my channel, will you? If I could get each and every one of you to do that, I can only imagine what the outcome would be. And if I can get everybody to do that, or a large number of you, I will definitely let you guys know if it made a difference on my channel. So hit that hype button, hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel. Will you please subscribe? And hit the notification bell so that when you hit that notification bell, you will get notified every time I put out a new video. I try to do 2 videos a week. Lately, sometimes I will miss a weekend, and I will try and make up for it during the week and make an extra video. So, but generally it's 2 videos a week, sometimes 3. So let's get going. Let's start this video and let's see what the process is for making this beauty. Let's go. Okay, so I have already painted. I actually, this stand was more of this kind of clay color, but it had more like a stone look to it, and I decided I wanted it to be white. So I prayed, I spray painted it on both sides white, and I just taped off the mirror. And let's see, I see a spot. I use this alcohol. I buy this at Smart & Final, and it comes in the spray bottle, and I really like this because it's very useful for when you do a lot of resin type projects and things like that. You can spray your hands or spray your items, and it makes it a whole lot easier to work with than having to what am I trying to say? Dump the bottle into, you know, your paper towels or whatever. And this side has, like, I sprayed the other side already. The only thing is that with alcohol, I kind of feel like you still want to go over your pieces before you try and sell them or whatever. You want to go over them with Windex or something like that, because you can see here, we've got streaks. See those? So I'm going to go grab my Windex really fast. And I'm going to de-streak that on both sides. You stay in here, okay? You stay there. Stay there. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll cut that little piece out. If I remember. That's my problem. Okay, so I'm just going to get my window cleaner and go over this with that, because that will take all of those streaks out. And voila. And then, let's see, which side is which? I think both sides are the same. One is not a zoom mirror, so both sides are the same. And I had people comment on what they thought was the top and what they thought was the bottom on this. And I think it was kind of a toss-up, but I think more people said this should go on the top. So, well, how did I do this? Now, I swear earlier I had this laid out with this on the top. I know I did. I know I did, and I have not taken this apart. So this is a very strange event. Okay, because I know I had this up here when I was working with it. That is really strange. And that was just this morning. I just now pulled this stuff off. I know this was at the top. Yikes! It's the ghost of Carol's house. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna embellish it here and here. And we're not going to really have it so that you can really flip it around real easily. We're just going to make one side really pretty. And that is what I plan on doing. So I have some lace bits here, which will go down first. And I'll start those. I think I'm going to go like that. And I want to use this little piece because it's got more sequins and stuff, and I want sequins to pop out. So I just need to decide kind of where I want them to be. I don't want this to cover them up. Let's see, do I want this to go this way? Maybe I do. I'm trying to keep it kind of above this so that it can be moved. You know, we want to be able to do this if somebody is actually going to use it as a mirror. So I'm going to start with this. And then I think I'll have this piece coming out like right there. Like that. And then we're going to add some of our paper flowers in here, like this, like so. And we'll go with that. And I've got, I meant to put these underneath just to be able to show you. Those are going to come out down here. Like that. I'm going to have the pink flower here. Like that. We'll pop a little cherry blossom in there, right there. And then maybe a little cherry blossom over here. Oh, let's see. I want to put these leaves. I think I'll have those coming out like right I don't know. I think these should come out the side. And maybe, just maybe, this and a couple of these should come out at the top. Kind of like that. I like that. And then I have these as another piece to add in there. So then this one I'm going to have down here at the bottom, and I'm using this beautiful white rose, paper rose. These are roses that I got from Debbie, and they are so beautiful. And maybe, let's see, go with the white one down here. And I think on this one, we'll make this rosebud come out at the top. And put a little cherry blossom. I think I need one more rose, and we'll just go with one of these. Let's put this in here. So beautiful. And we will go with the cherry blossom down at the bottom, I think. Down here with those, kind of like we did on the top one. So something like that. And then I've got some leaves here. Maybe we'll pop these leaves in right there. Something like that. So that's about what it's going to look like, you guys. It's going to be beautiful. So I'm going to put this stuff aside, and we are going to get busy. I'm going to make sure I have them on the side that I want them on. I am going to use this piece over here too. I forgot to put that in there, but so we will get started on this. I am going to go out to lunch. So I'm going to stop my camera for now and go to lunch, and later on I'm going to finish this up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Anyway, you guys, here we go. I'm being weird. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. We're going to make a bow for this to go somewhere, but we'll put that aside for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start with this side first. And this is going to kind of go right about like that, I think. I think that's a good spot. I don't want to cover the entire mirror, but again, this is more of a decorative thing than anything else, you guys. So I'm basically doing this to be decorative, not really to be used necessarily as a mirror. So I'm gonna start by getting this piece started here, and we want it to go right about there. And I'm going to press that into that. And you guys, this is a plastic piece. This is not metal. It's not like super heavy or anything like that. It's a very lightweight mirror. And what I want to do though is I want to get this part here, put some glue under there, and I want to pull it so that it lays in a nice position and not all wonky. And there we have our glue strings. Always got to have the glue strings. And I'm going to use my alcohol. Just going to spray a little bit on this, because that will dissolve that glue just like that. So you guys can see how helpful alcohol is to have handy. Where's that? Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead, and I think that's glued on just fine there. First things first, we're going to put, I want to get this piece in here, and I want it to come off of the mirror so that when I put the other stuff on, it's poking out. And also, you know what? I know I have some other pieces of lace here in Debbie's bag. I still have this stuff too. That is so beautiful. I've got some of this. I might have a couple of those hanging off too. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's my other bag. Let's see what we've got here. I still have some of this as well, but you can see it's got some stained spots on it. Debbie just sent these to me just in case it was something I could use bits and pieces of. So, and I've got a piece of that too that might look nice somewhere. Let me just see. Just making sure here that I have everything that I can possibly need. I'm going to take this little pink piece here. I have these corner pieces too. I forgot I had this. And this I could actually cut into a couple of pieces too and use it down here on this edge. It actually looks quite pretty. Thank you. So let's see. I don't think I'm going to cut any of this off for now. So we'll leave that in the bag. Yeah, I think that's the same stuff. What I could have done is I could have used a piece of this at the top and a piece at the bottom, and that would have been pretty too. But I think we're going to go ahead. We're going to go with these pieces that sort of match this piece here. This one does, for sure. It's part of that applique. I'm just going to get this nylon bit off of the sides here, so we'll just cut in there. So we just went and we had tacos at one of our favorite little Mexican kind of a little Mexican fast food place, but it's better than fast food. You know what I mean? They make really good tacos, and my favorite thing is their taquitos. I'm a taquito fan, and so I always get the taquitos when I go there, and oh, they were so good. And we took Holly with us, because we just went, we got it and ate it in the car, or in the truck, I should say. And Holly had a taquito too. So she was happy, and she was mostly happy because she got to go bye-bye with Mom and Dad. That dog loves a car ride. Oh my word. She gets so excited and gets so worked up whenever we take her for a car ride. So it makes me happy too, because she's happy. Okay, so let's see. Maybe we'll go like that. We'll put that piece sort of behind. Like that. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. What I probably should do is I probably should cut this piece down that I'm cutting on right now and cut it into a couple of pieces. Just trying to cut some of the mesh part out of here. This has a heavier mesh. The other one has like a, almost like a nylon, or a, what do you call it? I can't think of the name of the fabric. Anyway, it's a little smoother and, you know, easier to work with. But we're going to take this and we'll just kind of get rid of some of these extra bits that are in there. And this lighter, for some reason, this one, I've had it for a while and I use it a lot, so I think it's the flint or whatever you call that thing is probably not in as great a shape as it once was. It's just been used up. Okay, we're almost there. And I have a couple of boxes to show you guys too, because Jeff got some more of his boxes done. So I will have some of those in the shop very, very shortly. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is I'll take and I'll cut right here. Got that little extra piece, and I'll cut right there. And that way I've got a few pieces of that. And that little pearl got a little bit burned, but there we go. We got it all clean. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's get to work on this side. And I can use a piece of this on this side too. And I definitely think I will do that. Maybe that piece right there. I like that. And I have another piece of this over here too, so if I need more, I have plenty. Okay. All right. And this definitely, I just love this rose. The only thing I'm thinking, let me see here. Let me move these boxes aside for a second. I've got this one. This one's a little bit smaller. Well, not really. That's more of a rose, and this is more of like a peony flower. I think I'm going to stick with the rose. I knew there was a reason I picked that to begin with. I could have gone also with that, but I want to stick with the pale pinks on this one. So, let's go ahead. And this does not have a backing on it. I didn't feel like I needed one because nobody's going to see the back side of this. So, we're going to pop that right there. Okay. And now we'll decide how we want this piece to show up to the party. Well, actually, I should wait. I should wait and get more of the toppings on and then do that. So let's go ahead and get these flowers going. So first, we'll put this one right there. And this one right next to it. Just like that. And these, I'm gonna wind these pretty good because I want to cut this wire just a bit. I don't want that big long piece of wire in there, so let's pop that right about okay. Whoops. I like that one up there. Okay, yeah. So we're going to pop this one here. Right there. No. These two are definitely going to go right down here. So let's put the pink one in first. Get you pushed in there a little bit. And there we go. And we'll get our white one in there. Right there. And then Yeah, I think I want that one there. I do want to cut one of these out as well and see if maybe I want to use one of these somewhere in there. So let's get these beauties. I actually wish I knew where these came from, because I wouldn't mind having more of these. They've been really, really convenient for me to use, and they are really pretty. Oh, and then we've got glue strings, of course, everywhere. We'll just get this stuff on here first. Let's see. Like that. I still don't have this on there yet. And initially that was going to come out right over here, and now of course I've glued everything down. Let me just heat this up a little bit. I'm going to lift this just a tad so that I can get this I don't know, you guys. I'm just having issues here now. I had this, like, I was so happy with the way it looked, and now I'm questioning myself. I kind of like that up there. And then maybe what I could do is pop these leaves in right there. There we go. I like that. Okay. So it doesn't hurt to change our minds. That's why we set it up ahead of time and then change our minds after the fact. As long as we can make everything fit the way we want it to, it's a-okay. I'm going to put a little glue on that and just push it back in there. And then, where did my little, there it is, my little cherry blossom. And that's going to go right there. And here I am getting all this glue all over my pretty nails. Definitely did not want that to happen. And then yes, that's where that's going to go. For 100% sure. Right there. That looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And you can see I've got some glue and stuff on here. That's okay. We'll clean that up when we get to the end of the project. I'm just trying to get them kind of worked off of here, but the prints and the swipes and all that stuff we'll have to get off after we get done. Okay, so now I hate that you guys are seeing underneath my chin in this mirror. That just bothers me. Okay, so this. I kind of don't care for these little pieces here. I don't know why, but they're kind of bothering me, so I'm going to nip those off. I just kind of don't feel like they look good. So we'll go sort of like that. And I'm just going to use this whole piece. Just like that. Grab it and go right there. And then this one. How about we go like that? Right there. And I want to get this piece because this pearl piece wants to roll backwards. We're going to glue that down so that it sits nice and pretty and has a nice shape. Okay. I do have, okay, where did it go? This piece too, but this is very white, so, I mean, although this is all white, so that would be okay, but I just don't know, I just don't think I want to use that in this. And then if I go like that, that, and that, pop that in there, or no, maybe that. This is gonna go at the top, and it's just one little rosebud. It's the only one I have left. So this one's gonna come out of the top, and I should probably have that go there, and then pop this little cherry blossom right there. Does that look good? I think that looks nice. And then we've got these leaves, which I think I'm gonna pop sort of right in there, or let's see, not there. Maybe we can put these just right here at the end. Yes, I like that. Okay, so, I. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this one right here, because it goes right into that little sort of almost empty spot there. I'm just trying to see, you guys. I think I've got another idea here. So give me a second here. I think I like this. And yes, the entire mirror is pretty much covered. So I'm sorry if that's not what you guys want, but that's what I chose to not worry about. There and there. I like that very much. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So now I just need to get this. I think I'll cut a little bit of this off on this edge just to make it easier to sort of get it. I'm gonna put some glue back here so that our pearls don't fall off. And I'm gonna press that onto my silicone mat like that. And this thing's gonna drive me about insane. And we'll put this, and this got a little bit burnt on the back side, but that's okay, we're not worried about that. And it's going to go right in there. Okay, so it just kind of sticks out a little bit up there. We'll pop our white flower, or white rose I should say, will go right there. And here's our pink and white one. And we're going to pop that in kind of sideways-ish. And I need to turn it because I see there's a spot on one of those petals that I want to put towards the bottom. And then this one's going to go right here. And we're about to run out of glue in this glue gun right now, so let's grab another glue stick. And then I'm going to put this one right in there. And this pretty pink and white one. Right, whoops, right there. Wanted to show you, Jeff brought in a couple of his other boxes that he got finished, so I want to make sure I show you those. He brought in a couple of walnut ones and a maple, but then I haven't done my part of them yet, so because I still want to put some pretty decals on them. And then this should have already gone in there, and it didn't, so let's hope I can get this to sink in over here, just like that. Okay, and then I think maybe I'm going to cut off one more of these, because I do need some additional bling on this piece too, and I think I'm going to put it towards the bottom. Okay. This is about to drive me crazy. Okay, you guys, I feel like I'm losing this battle right here at this spot right there. I'm not loving the way that it looks. So I wonder if I need to put another flower going out that way. Like right there. No, I don't like that. That looks good right there. But still, I'm taking issue with this spot right here. That's better. Let's see. You guys, I have so many beautiful pieces of cameos and all those sorts of things. And 9 out of 10 times, I don't even think to use them. This is pretty, but this is just the wrong colors. This does not work for me. This has a little tiny cameo, but it is something I might be able to stick in there somewhere that might look really pretty. And you know what the thing is, guys? I love cameos. I love them so much. And I never think to use them. I don't know why. I always forget that I have them, or I just end up not liking where I'm trying to put them. I don't know. I always have problems with cameos. They're not my forte, I guess. What if I take this, because this is very pretty, and not use it as a dangle, but put it in sort of like that. That looks very pretty. And this cameo is gorgeous too, but I don't think this cameo is going to work on this. Ah. It just isn't very, it keeps getting caught. It just isn't real visible on here. No. Too small. Nope. Oh, I know. Here, let's see here. Maybe this should go right there. Or actually down a little bit. Let's take this down just a little. Put our pink flower in there like we showed before. I feel like that gets lost over there, but I do like it over here. I like it right there. That is perfect. And then maybe if I pop this one in over here, we've got it. That's perfect. I love it. Okay, so whew. Sometimes you just have to move things around and around until you get that, just that right look. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm falling off the table here, too. So let's put this guy in there. Right like that. And this beauty, and this came from Debbie as well. Just going to put glue, hot glue on it. And let me get it in the right spot again. Right there is perfectly fine with me. And then I also have some of these beautiful balls that I love using these in my little applique arrangements. So they always add just that last little touch that makes all the difference in the world to an arrangement. So let's see. I just have to decide kind of how I want to do this. We need a smaller one to go in here. I think that'll look pretty in there if I can just get it situated. We'll add some glue right there. Hold it like that and press it in. And fluff our other little flowers up a little bit again. Okay, and then this one is going to go up there, right in there. And we do need a decent dollop of glue in there to make sure that's going to stay down. And that looks beautiful. And I've got this gorgeous, gorgeous pink one here. Now I just need to decide that looks beautiful right there. And for those of you who say I cover everything up, I know this, I do it. I've been doing it since the beginning of time. I know I do it. It just is something that happens to me, and I keep on going and I keep on going until I have exactly what I feel I need my piece to look like. And if that means I've used a lot of extra bits and pieces, then that's just what I do. I'm sorry. I've got this. No. No. That's not good. But here we have a nice pretty pink pearl. And I think that looks pretty, just a small one there. I could go with like a big one, like I did on the other one. This is even bigger, but it's too much. And I have a white one like that. And it's pretty, but I think I'm going too far. I think this just needs one more little small pearl right in there. I got my nice little dollop of glue, and you can just see that pearl popping out of there. And then I kind of feel like I need something sort of off to this side. Yes, right there. Just like that. Okay. Okay, you guys. So there's that part. And I know the mirror is very, very, very dirty. Look at that. Ugh. But it does look very pretty so far. So good. Now we're going to build a bow. I thought about maybe using a little bit of this on here, like down around here, but I think then I've gone overboard and I'm not going to use it there. So let's do our bow. I'm going to use this, and I'd like to use a piece of this. So let's start from one end and just one, two, gosh, I wish I could, I'm gonna go this way, one, and I'm gonna go two, sorry you guys, I'm just trying to get these so that the sides match the type of ribbon that is coming up. So okay, and then we'll go with a smaller loop right here in the middle, and we're gonna go just like that. I'm gonna cut that right there. And I just need a not too long piece. I guess I don't have a short piece. Okay, doesn't matter. I'll take this piece here. And we're just going to tie it around the middle. Amazon. Oh. And I'm sure you guys can probably hear the TV. I didn't even think about that. I need to close my door a little bit more. I don't think you can tell what's on the TV at all, but I still don't like it playing in the background. And we'll tie this in a knot. Like that. There we go. And that's a beautiful, beautiful bow. Look at that. And I was thinking I had a little pink bow here. Maybe I could pop that sort of in the front like that. And that looks really nice. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cut that and sort of shape the tails a little bit. And we'll cut those like that. Get rid of those. I'm gonna glue the pink one onto the front of the white one. Like that. And I'm just pulling these bow loops apart so that all of the fabrics kind of pop out. Okay, now to figure out how this needs to go on here. I'm thinking I don't want to cover up those beautiful little rose buds, so I think we're going to put this up at the top just like that. And let it sit just like that. Okay. There's that. And let's get these back in their bag. Ah. Okay. Looking at this, I want to see, maybe I should put one of those in the center, not the bow, but the bling piece in the center of that. Or should we use a flower? I'm thinking maybe a small flower would be best. And I think I've only got 2 of these left, so why not use a little cherry blossom. Okay, so let's get that glued in there. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these. I had thought maybe I would put a couple of pieces of this to sort of dangle from a couple of spots, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe if I did, it would probably go over on this side, like under the leaves, like that. But honestly, I just don't think it's necessary, so I think I'm just adding to add if I do that. So I'm going to put these aside. And I'm going to put these over there with that. And I'm going to clean this mirror off here that looks absolutely atrocious. And Try to get that extra glue off of there. These paper towels used to be the best. I mean, they used to be the best. And then recently they come out with these new ads. Oh, we're even better. Oh my goodness. They're not even nearly as good as they used to be. So I'm really, really disappointed. I'm disappointed with all of these companies just lying about who they are and what they're doing and how they're doing everything so much better, and they are doing everything so much worse. There is no such thing as quality anymore, and I don't care. You know, it's so fun, it cracks me up. People spend so much money on perfumes and makeup and all of these other things that we back in the day used to spend basic money for. I mean, you could get lots of different perfumes and stuff, and yeah, there were a few that were more expensive, and they actually did smell better. But these days, I'm going to tell you what, you guys, you go into a store and you test some perfumes, and you tell me if 90% of those perfumes, no matter what the price is, no matter what the name is, it doesn't matter, sniff a whole bunch of them, and 90% of them are going to smell exactly the same. And trust me, I know this because I work around them all day long, and they all smell the same. And these girls, these kids, are spending huge amounts of money on perfumes and things that are worth nothing, if you ask me. There's no uniqueness about anything anymore. Everything's the same. Whether you spend a ton or you spend a little, it's all the same stuff you're putting in your body, you guys. I believe that with my whole heart, because back in my day, everything was different. You got a different perfume and it smelled different. It had a uniqueness. You always knew what perfume was a Ralph Lauren perfume. You knew. If I picked up Ralph Lauren, I knew it was a Ralph Lauren perfume. You didn't even have to tell me. These days, I smell a perfume and they all smell the same, and I couldn't tell you one from another. Not even at all. And these kids try to act like they can tell the difference. They can only tell the difference because they're looking at the labeling, the branding. That's all they're looking at. Oh, this is a so-and-so. It's got to be good because it's expensive. That's the way they see it. So, okay. If that's the way you want to roll, that's okay, but I'm not falling for it. And I mean, I know older women do the same thing. They do the same thing. And back in my day, the women who had money, when they bought something special or it was unique or, you know, fashionable or whatever, it truly was. It was. Now, even in clothes, say you're buying clothes and you buy jeans or things like that. Those jeans with the $20 price tag, 9 times out of 10 are made better than the ones with a $150 price tag. I am telling you, it's the truth. They're more high quality. They're better fabrics. Everything is better about them. And these people are just fooled into thinking that what they're buying because they spent more for it is so much better, and it's so not true. I wish people would get wise to all of this stuff. I really do. Especially the younger generation. Get wise, get smart, and teach these people a thing or two about ripping you off. Because that's exactly what they're doing. At least that is, in my opinion, the way it goes. And I know some young people that would agree with me on that too. I do. Okay, you guys. So there it is. It is done. Let me move this stuff out of the way. I accidentally didn't get that bead in with the other ones, but that's okay. Those aside, and I'm just going to lay this kind of on its side here, and you guys can see how gorgeous this turned out. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful, you guys? I mean, it really is gorgeous. There's the bow at the top, and we've got our beautiful, beautiful embellishments. And I will get some really great pictures of this for you guys to see. I'll take some video of it so that you can really, really see the total beauty that is this mirror. It's gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that hype button, the like button, the notification bell, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys. I need subscribers, so you'd be really helping me out if you did that. And again, take care of yourselves first and foremost. Love your family. Be kind to others. Do well. Be blessed. God bless each and every one of you, and I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Bye-bye. God bless.